I'm Liz Claman with today's Claman Confidential. We're with Ambassador James Woolsey, former CIA Director, as we tackle what has been an unbelievable day for the Apple versus the FBI fight here over an iPhone and opening it up. Is this headed for the Supreme Court, Ambassador?
It may well be, but I don't think that's the way it ought to be worked out. Because under the current law, one side or the other is likely to win, and that means the other one loses, and both of them are espousing important and positive values, the value of security and the value of privacy. I think we need to change the structure, give the jurisdiction of this entirely, let's say, to the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act court, and keep it secret within the government so that the things Apple fears don't happen.
You know, I remember when Congress pulled Roger Clemens, a baseball player, up to talk about steroids. I mean, who's to say that they won't start to pull Tim Cook up in front of an entire congressional hearing to discuss this? It almost feels like that's going to happen sooner rather than later.
Well, that's not a disaster. That's the way we make laws. And so if he needs to testify, he needs to testify. And I hope where they come out would be to give create a structure whereby these things can be resolved in a very limited area, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act court's jurisdiction, and then that court could pass on its judgment about the direction things should go, or the decision about, in this case that we have now, whether there's a third terrorist, for example, but not distribute widely its substantive understandings of the back doors and all that.
Ambassador Woolsey, thank you for your perspective. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Liz.
Watch our full interview with James Woolsey on lizclaman.com and countdown to the closing bell. You need to watch it every weekday, 3 p.m. Eastern on the Fox Business Network.